I got this little anchovy in the net today, and quite cute little fish. You see, they've got this really big jaw here, and they're just built for getting zooplankton. That's what they eat, and they're very productive because they're like right down the bottom of the food chain, and so they grow really rapidly, and there's huge biomasses of anchovies all around the world. So this species is Ingrolus australis, and you have your anchovies on the pizza. They're beautiful, but you also have the big anchovy fisheries such as the Peruvian anchovy fishery, which they use the anchovy there for fish meal, which is the protein component of agricultural diets like chicken food, poultry food. So they're very important species worldwide, for a diet item for a lot of predatory species. A lot of recreational fisheries rely on large biomasses of small pelagics, and also commercial fisheries as well. So I was just thinking about Schaefer's, I think it was 1970 paper, Men, Birds and Anchovies in the Peruvian Current, and why that was such an important paper is because it was the first one where he suggested an ecosystem allocation in the quota determination. So when they worked out how much fish they could catch per annum, they actually left aside part of the stock in order for the birds to survive, because the seabirds relied on the anchovies as well for their feed. So it's an important allocation, to consider, not just human needs, but the wider ecosystem, and that in turn helps the fisheries productivity because by leaving a greater proportion of the biomass, or the right proportion of the biomass there, then the fishery bounces back from the fish level quickly. Because the fisheries grow, they reproduce, these little guys, they reproduce and they grow, and each year you should be able to take some surplus production each year. That's the basic premise for sustainable fisheries. It's just important that we need to do that in a way that keeps the fishery going and keeps it happy. So they were taking 10 million tonne per annum out of that fishery. I'll have to look up what they're taking these days, but I'm pretty sure it'll be just as productive, even though it is an El Nino year this year, I think, which reduces the catch over there because they get warm water currents. So, yeah, anchovies, they're pretty cool and they're pretty important little fishies.